Yo, yo, here we go. How's everybody doing today? Hello, 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 hello. March 18th, 2026. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? How are you? What are you doing? Nope, nope. Oh. He'll force me to pet him. He'll stick his head under my hand. He's a constant. He's a constant wreck. He has to have your attention every second. Yes, he does. Go get your thing. Go get your toy. Go get it. Go get it, buddy. He's very needy. You have to pay attention to him every second. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Come on, go lay down. Come on. Oh. He gets wound. I usually let him outside to hang out during the day. What? Oh my goodness. What now? What now? What, baby? He wants to go out. You want to go out? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? He likes to go out, don't you? You want to go out? Let's go! Good boy. Good boy. That dog, man, if you're not taking him for a walk every second, man, he's just not happy. He just likes to be on a walk every second. Man, he's a handful. But yeah, he's outside now, so I can have a little me time. So how's everybody doing anyway? Where's everybody at? We got terrorist Trump. Again, it looks like they did indeed whack stupid ass terrorist genocidal maniac Satan Yahoo. Hopefully that sticks. Hopefully we don't see any actual footage of him alive. Everything I've seen is a bunch of fake nonsense. He ain't making the meetings. Wish they would have whacked his whole fucking family. But again, according to some people, he was a moderate. The other ones are even worse. Are you fucking stupid? These people are fucking retards. Again, I'll take anybody but that motherfucker. Are you kidding me? These people are retarded. Again, these people are nothing without him. He is the source. He's the one that had that drive. The rest of them, man, I don't know, man. They might not be, they might be just as bad. Like I said, they're all nuts. So everybody in government is nuts. It's a fact. It's a fact. No one in their right mind wants to go around and make rolls, arbitrary rolls, and steal money from their fellow man and tell everybody what to do. Not normal people don't want to do that. Reptilians do. Reptilian shapeshifting fucking etheric parasites do. Shit. But normal people don't go around joining the government. Okay? Just let that sink in. Normal people don't go around trying to control everybody, making rules, steal their money. They just want to be left alone and let be. I got to see what that is. What's going on here? What's up, buddy? Just doing a live stream right now, man. Just chilling. It's kind of cold, and that dumb fucker never showed up yesterday to fix the truck, so I don't know what's up. Yeah, it's cold weather, Fox, and you got to keep inside, I guess. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. I gotta charge this phone. Yeah, my neighbor's battery bank. He just got these new batteries, and I guess it's cold as shit, and they got to get around this working better in the cold weather shit with all these batteries. You know what I mean? But hopefully terrorist Netanyahu is dead as fuck. The vibration of the world will begin to uplift and raise the vibration here, the frequencies, and there'll be less of that low vibration going around. And what do I mean by that? Why is that a good thing? Again, the higher frequency, the higher vibrations bring in more complex, more intelligence to you somehow through your spirit and all this shit. The vessel. The lower vibrations kind of prevent you from being able to think as well as you could, so to speak. You want high vibrations here, and it'll help you be more intelligent. It's just the way it is. It really is. It might, and I mean the intelligence that actually matters. Not some, nerd alert, I can play chess. That doesn't do anything for anyone, right? It does nothing, clearly. There's tons of good people at chess. Has not helped the world in any way, except for a small group of people, very small group. And I'm in that group. The level that I'm at in chess is like, top 5% or less in the world. But let's see here. Man, where to begin, huh? So, man, and so is Trump doing executive orders and all kinds of, again, this is all nuts. Again, the whole this executive order shit is so illegal, even according to their own Kool-Aid, man. It's just crazy, man. The shit he's doing with the housing market, it's crazy. Everything he does, it multiplies the problem by 1,000 exponentially. That's government. Everything government touches, it makes the problem that it created when it tries to fix it 1,000 times worse. Gaga, goo goo, boo boo, dumber than fuck. None of you assholes in government, you're all strangers, have the right to tell me what to do about anything ever. I don't go around. You don't want me to go around forcing you against your free will and me telling you what to do and stealing all your money. Would you like that? I mean, maybe you need to just be dominated so you understand that you ain't supposed to be trying to go around in a gang of pedophiles destroying the world, murdering children and shit. You're a bunch of terrorists. Government is nothing more than a terrorist cult. Government is nothing more than a terrorist death cult. It is a cult, just like religion is an accepted occult. All the religions of the world are openly accepted cults. You're allowed to have these cults in the openly, overtly. That's all they are. They're just all rituals. Every religion, every fucking one of them are just accepted. You're eating the body of Christ. You're pretending to drink the blood of some dude. You're pretending to cannibalize a human. You're sick, ritual fucking nut jobs, man. And that's what they all do. These families that are running the world, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and the other, 11 major families here. that have been accumulating wealth for hundreds of years since the since the Great Meltification event around 420 years ago. So, oh shit. God, I hate that guy. God, I want to strangle that dude every time I hear him. Trump says Iran is unfair for fighting back. Unbelievable. Oh man, did you guys see the one where oh man, he's just absolutely, he contradicts every other sentence from the 2 sentences ago. I've never heard such a mentally ill, batshit, delusional, retard, psychopath, pedophile, genocidal maniac in my fucking life. Trump is nuts. Oh yeah, that's good. That's one of them. Whoops, god damn. No. Oh, it is. Yeah, I don't even want to fucking hear. Oh, that's it. Oh, by the way, let me. Oh, yeah. Oh, in case you guys didn't notice, they're using Trump AI now. Okay, let me show you something. This is fucking AI, man. And anybody who doesn't see it is a fucking retard, man. Like, I don't know what you retards are passing off as him in the news. They're trying to sell this shit. Dude, I don't know if this is real or not, but these two think it's real. And that's AI, man. That's not Trump, man. Like, something's wrong with these people. They think this is really Trump. Let me show the video.
Breaking news as President Donald Trump declares a housing market emergency. And in today's video, we're going to go over 2 executive
AI Trump. and it is so obvious because the dude can talk.
Orders that he just signed that he says needed to be signed to make the housing market much more affordable again. And not only are we going to go over that and unpack that today, we're also going to give you guys a comprehensive but also
continue dream of home nation's housing market. Signing 2 historic executive orders, continuing my administration's efforts to help.
Are you fucking kidding me? This doesn't even look close to real. This is so fucking fake that it's goddamn fucking an insult. And these 2 retards have no idea. These fucking retards think that's really Trump. This is absolutely fucking AI, and it's ridiculous. The lips, nothing lying. It's so fake. It's insane.
More of our citizens achieve the dream of home ownership. It's called the American dream. Thanks to our purchase of $200 billion in mortgage bonds, mortgage rates recently reached the lowest level in 5 years. This dramatically reduces monthly payments for new home buyers. The annual cost of these
fucking ridiculous hands. This is so inhuman. Look at the eyes. That's not even his color of his hair. Okay. This is so ridiculous. The eyes, man, holy fuck, are really bad here. And it's too bad that the lips don't even come close to lining up with what he's saying. It's too bad, right?
The typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 since I took office. I'm very proud of that. I also signed an executive order to stop Wall Street and large institutional investment firms from buying up all the single-family homes in the scheme to turn them into rentals and make lots of money in doing it. We want America to be a nation of owners, not renters. Today, I'm taking action to help reduce rates even more and make it much easier to build new homes in America. The first executive order is about bringing more community banks back into the mortgage business.
His answer, the problems were banks. What's his answer? More banks! Create more money out of thin air, more debt. Dude, I can't be here. I can't be here in this place. They're so fucking dumb here. It's insane. It's fucking insane. It's insane. Oh, is everybody, where's everybody at? It's too bad, but there's no way Iran would ever be able to assassinate Trump. That's why I say this shit is too bad, though, because they've assassinated like a bunch of the supposedly, but you don't know that, the Khomeini. Why would he go somewhere the second time after you already bombed him on the first negotiations meeting? Why would they show up to that one? Are you kidding me? I mean, he brags about, I'm not going to hide like a baby. Like, yeah, hopefully Netanyahu underestimated him too and died. But the point is, they supposedly tried to assassinate the Khomeini. So it's crazy. Let's see, trips.
This is genuinely humiliating. There is no plan, says Adam. Let's check it out.
If we ever needed help.
This is the most insane, mentally ill shit I've ever heard in my life. This is 1221. Watch. This guy will sit here and contradict himself within minutes, back and forth. It's the most mentally ill shit I've ever seen in my life. It's bizarre.
They won't be there for us. I've just known that for a long period of time. We have some that are really enthusiastic. They're coming already. This isn't need. Need would be one of the
coming. They want to help. Who? What the fuck are you talking about? You just asked for them to help you. And now you say, here they're coming. What do you, the guy is, it's so, he's such a fucking liar, bullshitter that he's convincing himself. He's actually bullshitting himself. That's what a bullshitter is. He's such a bullshitter that he convinces his own self.
Big boys. If we need their mine boats, or if we need anything, any piece of apparatus that they may have because of it.
You just said you're so great. You don't need anybody. Why do you need anybody? I thought you were so great. What the fuck just happened there?
Situation that they have, they should be jumping to help us. We want them to come and help us with.
Why? You got to earn that type of respect. What are you fucking talking about, you fucking pedophile fuck? Why don't you fucking go find a 13-year-old to rape, you fucking pedophile fucking loser? And a terrorist, and go find an innocent fishing boat to fucking murder, and go find an innocent Palestinian baby to fucking genocide via Israel, you fucking pedophile piece of shit. Fuck you, you murdering fuck. This dude just murdered a bunch of children in a school. His Trump administration, they're all terrorists. They intentionally, there's no other way around it. It's ridiculously obvious. And they know that it's obvious. They know they targeted children. They targeted 9 schools, hospitals. These fucking genocidal terrorists, the Trump admin, are the biggest terrorist group of all time. And they're busted. It's a matter of, is the other terrorist group, the left side, the Democrats, are they going to actually make sure that these terrorists get punished? No, because it's a uniparty of pedophiles and terrorists controlled by their 13 families.
Straight. My attitude is, we don't need anybody. We're the strongest nation in the world. We have the strongest military by far in the world. We don't need them.
They stop crying and begging for everybody. They can help it. Boop, boop, boop. This is the most mentally deranged, mentally handicapped, mentally ill, mentally sick, mentally fucking. It's insane.
We don't need them.
If we ever needed help, they won't. We don't need them.
We don't need them.
If we ever needed help, they won't be there for us.
We need some help. We don't need any help. Now he's claiming that Iran is being unfair because they're fighting back.
One, so it's a little unfair. You know, you win a war, but they have no.
You know, you
And again, I don't know what that body language means, the demeanor where you keep both your hands on the table like you're playing this game. You know, what was that game? Was it a drinking game? Excuse me. Yeah, there's this game where you got to keep your hands on the fucking table right there, right? I don't know what he's doing, dude. I really don't, not sure what that posture is, that body language means, but it's some weird shit. That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. This dude posturing with both hands on the table all the time. That's weird. Something's fucking, I'm trying to figure out what that says.
go through and you'll
I should know that by that.
win this war, and the other team, they just didn't get the memo. They're still fighting. It's Mr. Trump already declared victory, guys. What are you not getting?
Right to be doing what they're doing, but
They have no right to be doing what they're doing. How dare they defend their country?
we're hitting them very hard. And today is a big.
No fucking literally, you could go outside and step in some dog shit, and it would be smarter than this retard. You got to be fucking kidding me. Again, America, the American public, the population, the people of the U.S. take the fucking cake, man. They take the cake in idiocracy. They're the dumbest group of fucking retards in the whole world. They voted for this retard.
Day we're pounding a certain area that
But we know in a true democracy, the majority of the people here didn't vote. So if it was a true democracy, there'd be no government because nobody wanted anything. They didn't vote. The majority of the people here didn't vote, meaning we don't want to play your fucking pedophile monopoly game where it's rigged and you get to tell us what to do and steal our money. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
has very much to do with the straight, and I think we'll get it going.
We want to be left alone. And the reason you won't leave us alone is because you're a fucking reptilian. Something's wrong with you. You're not human. You're anti-human, which means we got to kill you.
One, so it's a little unfair. You know, you win a war, but they have no right to be doing what
They have no right to defend themselves. This dude is so fucking dumb, bro. It's like it's like going in a boxing match and you start pounding the guy and the guy starts hitting you back and he's like, he had no right to do that. This is what he just said. That's what he just said.
they're doing.
It's a little unfair. You know, when you win the war, they have no right to be doing what they're doing. Justin Trump says Iran war is a game of chess. This guy is just going off the rails.
Only because people don't understand to a large. It's a great.
Idiots never played chess his whole life. Okay.
It's a big chess game at a very high level. It's,
I literally could beat this guy blindfolded. Like I could literally beat him blindfolded. Like that's how shitty he is. I could beat him in a blindfold chess game.
It's unfortunate that President Trump doesn't know how to play chess. President can only play checkers.
I could beat him in a blindfold match. I promise you, blindfolded.
If that.
At least the first 20, 30 moves. I can't go too deep.
a very high level chess, the highest. And I'm dealing with very smart players. These are smart people. They don't.
Oh shit, he's being challenged. I think what he's trying to say is that he's really dumb. Don't you think? That's what we're reading between the lines. He's like, these are some very smart people. Maybe they're just average.
That's exactly what he just said. He's playing fucking checkers and they're playing chess. That's exactly what he just said.
Intelligence, and maybe you're just a
There, and when you deal with
Retard.
some of these people,
He's a fucking
you're dealing
retard.
with high
This guy is a fucking retard. He had to, I don't even think,
level intellect, very high IQ people. Much more.
The Iranians are very high IQ people, aka Trump admits that he's outmatched and he's a dumb clown. President Trump says he thinks he'll have the honor of taking Cuba. He says, I can free it or I can take it. I can do whatever.
What is he fucking talking about? I can do whatever I want. What are you, fucking two? Well, I can do whatever I want. Who the fuck says this? This dude doesn't understand. He thinks the president means that you're allowed to be your king of the world. Literally, this moron thinks that president means that you're king of the world now. I'm not kidding. I can do what I want. Boo boo gaga goo goo. Bam! What's wrong with this retard is mentally unfit to lead anybody. This guy shouldn't be leading a fucking chipmunk, okay? It's insane.
Whatever I want with it, actually, to tell you the truth.
They wanted to have been back in like 50 years or something.
Thank you, Nicola.
And where's he going to lead you? To pedophilia? To genocide? To terrorism? Where's this pedophile going to lead you? Why would you need leading anywhere? Aren't you a grown adult? What's wrong with you people? Something's wrong with you when you think you need a leader. Something's wrong with you. You might not even be human. You might be like a robot. You don't have a soul or a heart or a brain. You need someone to tell you what to do. You're not alive. Order followers don't have souls and hearts because they're dead. No brains. If they had a brain, they would never follow anybody's order. They'd be a grown man or a woman.
I'm from Cuba, and we'll see what happens. They were asking me about that. They want to go back. Not only Fanjul, a lot of Cubans have said, "Oh boy, would they love to go back." I think Cuba, I don't know, in its own way, if they're tourism, they're not in a hurricane.
And he doesn't have any understanding of anything. The guy's like a cockroach talking right now. So let's fast forward to pedophile. No thanks, pedophile. I don't listen to pedophiles. In fact, I'm not trying to be dumber than before I listen to you. Okay? I'm not trying to be dumber than before I listen to you.
Dumb mouth. This guy. Reporter asked Aragchi, why don't you ask for a ceasefire with the United States?
Yeah, all right, that's enough. He doesn't need a ceasefire. They're dominating the retards. All the ships are on fire. They've left the Gulf. What do you call it? What's up, Valdez? What you doing? Slaving, working hard. Fuck, I can't wait till this fucking another week or two of this cold bullshit and they're done. It's going to be done soon, man. Then it's going to be harder than fucking shit and bugs everywhere. Dude, this place, it turns from freezing your balls off to it's hotter than shit, like instantly. And same on the other side. It'll be hot as shit, and the next day it's freezing and it never gets hot again. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like 2 seasons here. It really is hot and cold. It's 2 seasons here, hot and cold. I'm not kidding. That's all the seasons I get here, hot and cold. A little in between. I got the doggy's bed and a bone back there. He likes to sleep right next to me in the bed there. You know, the other night it was fucking lightning and thundering so bad in the middle of the night. It scared. He doesn't like that shit. He was so afraid that he came over by me and was all cuddling up, and I tried to get him to come up, but he was all under the bed, under where I sleep, my head there under the bed, all afraid, wanted me to protect him. He is afraid of that thunder shit. The poor guy.
No, it's bananas.
Okay, next, please. Go on, Stanley.
I got a $100 check from my grandma, and my dad said I need to put it in the bank so it can grow over the years.
Here it comes. Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man. We can put that check in a money market mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
Wait for it.
What?
It's gone. It's all gone.
What's all gone?
The money in your account. It didn't do too well. It's gone.
What do you mean? I have $100.
Not anymore, you don't. Poof.
Well,
Poof.
what can I do to get back
I'm
my...
sorry, sir, but this line
Not anymore. You don't poof. You poof.
is for bank members only.
I just opened an account.
Do you have any money invested with this bank?
Ah,
No,
yeah.
you just lost it all.
Then please stand aside for people who actually have money with us. Next, please.
Hey!
Did you see that video? No, it's bananas.
Okay, next, please.
Go on, Stanley.
I got a $100 check from my grandma, and my dad said I need to put it...
And it's gone. And it's gone, folks. You know who's really going to get hurt the most is these retards with all this money in the bank because, oops, it's gone. They're going to get it taken from them. Taken, and then they're going to be shaken and quaking. And it's not fair. I think it's fucking horrible. I hate it, really, to be honest, because I don't want a world of suffering. I want a world where nobody suffers. But I think we're dealing with some really anti-human entities here, parasites, etheric parasites. After all, the vessels, for the most part, only see a fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum around us. You can't even with their fields feel the vibrations of the ether. They can't even do that. They can't even feel the frequencies and vibrations of the ether. Their fields don't even reach out enough to do that anymore. By the way, a lot of actors have come across these freaks that they've made millions for, right? In Hollywood, right? In Hollywood. Like, check this dude out.
He would get high and do whatever he wanted to do, crazy stuff. The CFO of William Morris Endeavor, a man died in his home dungeon. In his
The man, he had somebody locked up in a dungeon and they died and nobody got in trouble.
home dungeon.
No,
I'm gonna tell you that I'm not saying this to just I'm not it's not a fake, it's not nothing. You can look it up right now.
They might have swept it off the internet.
Yeah, but no, it's true. And wait, the police, man dead. But the police didn't do nothing. What is that? This is Hollywood. All this stuff is going. It's people got a whole bunch of stuff going on, right? And we walked in on it. We literally at this party. This guy comes and he grabbing me, man, and I'm going, get off me, man. What are you doing? And he looked me in my eyes, and he was sticking his tongue out overtly sexually to me. I mean, it was no mistake that this was a sexual type tongue move. And I'm going, and I'm thinking it's a joke. I'm thinking, is this how this guy breaks the ice? I don't understand what this is. I reach my hand out, and he takes his right hand and under mine and immediately squeezes, grabs my genitals and I'm jumping like, hey, whoa. And he jumps back and he still does this tongue stuff and he's making weird noises and then he comes back again and grabs me again. And I slap his hand away.
It's like they're a reptilian or something.
Push him back more forcefully.
Starts making some weird noise.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know why. I think that's justified to beat the shit out of a man. Me personally.
You could have murdered that man.
I would have said that was justified personally.
So how many people you think they playing with their little woo-ha?
Cat Williams alluded to that in his interview with Shannon Sharp. He said, I'm one of the only men that have made it in Hollywood with a virgin asshole. Wow.
What's the actor's name? Terrence Howard, I think.
Oh yeah.
He don't be going for that either.
Yeah, facts.
The man was high on something.
He's on something. I'm like, yo, I am not part of that party.
Fan club. Yeah.
Bruh. And so when he literally was like, well, I was about to kill him. But this is what happened. And this is where we talk about Hollywood and the next thing. When this happens, I'll never forget, I just felt so emasculated. When he called me the next day, he didn't call me up, my bad.
Wait,
huh?
What? My bad.
Bruh. Remember I told you? Hey, wait, if somebody tries to get your trust unconditionally, hey man, you bro, that does not work.
Yeah.
I said, that doesn't work. I said, I have given y'all millions of dollars and you embarrass me in that way in front of my wife, in front of this whole thing. And you won't say my bad?
Wow.
You slipped up. And that's it.
Should have whooped him.
And wait, and I went to the heads, I went to everybody, and they told me like, and the head of William Morris Endeavor looked at me and said, I said, bro, I can't let this happen. He said, give it your best shot.
Oh, yeah, do what you gotta do.
You understand how evil that is? If I'm you tell me I work for you. Well, that is the thing. You telling me I'm paying you, but yet you still my slave. You're the goyim.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And I'm like, hey man,
you're the goyim. Oh man, his stock just went up in my book. He's got some understanding.
So
I right there.
I already went public before. I said, okay.
He knows he said a lot. What did he say? That he knows what's going on. That's what he said. I know what's going on. I'm the goyim.
So we went public together. We went on a whole thing. You can't do this. You can't do it. Sexual assault is real. Isn't it? We was on Dr. Phil. We was on Today Show. We was on.
He was a huge fucking pedophile predator, Dr. Pedophile.
And then I said, and I went.
I call him Dr. Pedophile for nothing.
I said, you cannot. I said, hey man, this dude. And then when I went and I did those tweets, because what happened is the Me Too movement happened. I said, this happened to me. And everybody went, what? And you gotta understand, had I not been through what we have been through, I would have never, because that's the thing. Everybody wants to keep the secrets. If I had secrets, you can't talk freely. Yeah. But I was a whole person. And I said, no one can go. You gotta understand how many people got off the plane, the truck, or the bus in Hollywood and got molested and sent away. And nobody believed what they were saying. We went and it was.
God damn. Okay. By the way, they're showing the receipts on the screen here too. Like he's not bullshitting. Like, okay, he's not lying at all. In fact, he's got the receipts. They got the receipts.
Hollywood is weird.
I'm gonna be honest.
Weird.
His wife saw that happen to him. Me and my wife. I hope whoever I marry, he's ready to slide with me because I'm beating the fuck.
You got to.
We got to. I have to.
I hope they're ready to grab a shovel and a 6-foot fucking ditch real quick.
He would have got blackballed. He would have got
Chopper to die. That's my
soul.
That's my wife right there. Chopper to die. You gotta whoop him. You gotta whoop those shit out of him.
Like how many
right
executives was he in front of? It was a party, so
I don't give a damn. I would have
probably got blackballed.
I would have had a chimp.
That's just what it is.
I would have chimped out. I would have fully chimped out. I would have had a nigga moment.
I would have had a full Steve Meter nigga moment.
He grabbed his
I would have tried
jump in front of everybody and sticking his tongue out.
Yeah,
I might have to slap him.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to.
That's baby.
I'm about to beat. We're fully fighting.
We gotta show me you more man than me.
Man,
but maybe he didn't do that because he would have lost job opportunities.
That's what it is.
I mean, he's there. I'm like somebody else gave him a job,
but he went to the actual boss.
You know, he's going to BET.
Maybe because he's just not super violent. He's going to sit before he acts and think.
Big. I was just saying he's a big black man.
Houston, yeah.
I said, hey,
because you chose to not destroy crush his head.
Hey, and the thing is that even if I did, Does that mean I didn't get molested?
That's true.
See,
that's true.
People want to say this, man. I started to examine it, and you have to examine it too, because I saw him and I saw this agent as another person caught in an addiction.
I ain't gonna lie, it's very generous of him to see him in that light, because I would have been like, this is a man that tried me.
You know,
You gotta pay.
That dude's like the same symptoms I'm hearing sound just like Diddy. It sounds like the same drugs.
Drugs, power.
in his mind.
All this, they're all Diddy. They're all Diddy and Epstein. They're all Epstein and Diddy, and Hugh Hefner, and that other freak, and they're everywhere, man. That's why I call it the Epstein class, man. Come on, man.
I just let him
manipulation,
just be free, and just do whatever.
Yeah,
you understand what I mean? That's what the addiction does. You go, why would I risk this? And that's what people don't understand. The Epstein stuff, because what happens, it grows and grows. And you see the secrecy?
Mm-hmm.
And it grew. And it was under the carpet until the files got open and it stank. And it's nasty. And you see how rank and foul it gets, because they all waited and were hoping one day, like I used to. Like literally the world was like, what is it we don't know about y'all? Just like she asked me. And all of a sudden, remember, it will be revealed.
Yeah.
No matter where you are, it will. And I sued them. Bro, I spent we spent $500,000 of our own money. And let me tell you, I would go to home and I said, babe, we can't do this. And wait, and when I did the tweets, I knew Hollywood was over again. Because everybody was like, Terry, you went up against William Morris Endeavor, the biggest agency in Hollywood. I said,
And you wouldn't believe the big names that emailed and texted and called us asking him to drop it.
Yep. Big. And I was like, nope. We out.
And we were tapped and we were harassed and
He's going to do the right thing and make people aware of this criminal behavior. Good looking out.
we were gang stalked. And
how long this process take? Oh, it was a 2-year process. Wait, man, I got calls from the heads of the people. They're like, look, Terry, you don't want to do this. I was like, man, yes, I do. And don't call me again. Lose my number, bro. Now that's come to,
but that's
why
I'd be like, yo, I'm retired, man. Leave me. I don't need, I'm done. I got my land. Fuck you. I'm done, man.
I said,
God is on your side.
But remember now, you got to understand. I was already saying it's over. I came home to her and I said, Hollywood's done. Remember that? I said, we're done.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what happened? I got more.
You got more work.
I got more. God gave me more. It went bigger. People were like, this is what we're talking. He's saying it. He's been saying it. And wait, we suspected it. And wait, and let me tell you, this is what happened. And even when they tried to deny it, I was $500,000 in. I said, I'll spend $1 million to win $1. And that's what I would constantly say, that I will spend $1 million just to win that $1 that they owe me. We got to take a stand for all the people who couldn't. Imagine all the little girls that couldn't say nothing. All the people the men that have been molested. I ain't even talking about the women. I'm talking about the guys that have been.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of these fuckers, the boys and men that got fucked up. And you haven't heard shit about these victims, man. Huh? Because, like Nixon said, Bohemian Grove is the most faggiest place I've ever been.
Molested and whatever, sent away, and then we don't believe you.
That's good.
I said, we have to make this stand. And you know what happened? All these people came and joined.
Other victims of this man.
And we didn't go. They said, we don't want to be a public facing, but we'll join you. And I said, oh.
It was like 13 people.
Yeah, and wait, William Morris was like, we quit. Here, we'll give you your money back.
Yep.
He got him out of there.
And what you want to see is people withdrawing from these criminal, corrupt systems, like the dude resigning from government, like that guy quitting right there from Hollywood. Everybody needs to refrain and pull back from these pedophile systems.
Before they said there's no way he could leave. He's a partner. And then I was like, can he leave now? It was like, yeah. Yikes. And bro, God stood up for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's full godtard. But yeah, well, he's got some more on us so far.
Wait, and not only did we get our money back from that, because we didn't have to go to court, but God was like, you get 100 times.
I like that he gave the glory to God.
I do too. I like.
Yeah, your imaginary friends. Good God, it doesn't stop here. Again, these programs are hard to fucking beat, man. Rarely does anybody beat the God program, the God programming. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. The treason that's the open, overt treason that's going on in the United States government right now by a foreign country like Israel taking it over, and it's just obvious. Like, it's pathetic, man. It's like they've been made fools of. The U.S. government is a bunch of fucking fools, man. Like they're a laughing stock right now to those of us who are awake, like me and even the other governments of the world. The United States government is a laughing stock. Everybody's laughing at these retards for getting taken over by a tiny little speck colony, by a little colony that they created, of course. It's wild. It's like having a child, right? And it's turns out to be a demon child, and then it starts dominating the parents and telling them what to do. That's what's going on here with Israel and the U.S. government. It's completely taken over by a foreign country, fighting their wars, stealing their money, depressing their laws, making laws if you talk about that, if you making laws that if you notice it, you go to jail. If you don't support Israel, you don't get hurricane aid. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling that how pathetic the United States government is. The American government is so pathetic that it's been taken over by a tiny little country the size of New Jersey. The size of New Jersey, man. Are you kidding me? Are you listening? Do you understand how pathetic these pedophiles in the U.S. government are? Every motherfucker in the U.S. government is a useless pedophile piece of shit that has been taken over by a genocidal pedophile the size of New Jersey. When Britney Spears went off script claiming to have seen a reptilian, you can't make it up. I went with this one guy and he just like...
he looked like a lizard. I was so scared. Like, he was sitting beside me and I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit, he looks just like a lizard. And I had to go. It was really bad.
I had to go. It was really bad.
You just left?
Wow.
I went with this one guy and he looked like a lizard. Like, I was so scared. Like, he was sitting beside me and I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit, he looks just like...
That reminds me of that one victim who talks about Epstein when he was orgasming, he shapeshifted into a lizard, she said. But she could be a little, who knows?
a lizard, and I had to go. It was really bad.
So you just left. Wow.
Britney Spears, that poor girl, she was like this young, and they're like, Barbara Walters is like, she's moving all sexually, man. I'm like, holy shit, man. Wow. We got a Valdez. Yeah, it's crazy how they support these terrorists. It's amazing. Netanyahu had an arrest warrant, and none of these fucking countries arrested him, man. Like he was immune or something. Like it took Iran bombing the motherfucking lizard for it to die. What the fuck, man? Fucking cocksuckers. And I'm kidding. I don't. He might as well be an anti-human lizard, but who knows? He's probably taken, his spirit is probably a lizard. Obviously not his vessel. Let me just get the timing on that. Oh. Only 4 people showing up, man. Should I even do a fucking live stream, you motherfuckers? The fuck?
I mean, I don't really work for him like that. I didn't bring girls to him, they work for him, so you're gonna have to talk to him about it.
Check out Erica Kirk, pimping out people, girls.
So when you work for him, I'll bring you in and you can ask him what you work, like, what can I do to make more money?
And her strange connections with
She's like, what can I do to make more money? Suck some dick. What do you want me to do?
modeling agencies. Let's not forget, we're all digging into the Jeffrey Epstein files. Jeffrey Epstein has a strong connection with a bunch of modeling agencies. So you may be wondering, how is Erica Kirk tied into all of this?
Former Miss USA winners don't usually come forward accusing pageant insiders of running escort operations. But that's exactly what's happening after a former Miss USA contestant claimed that behind the glamorous gowns, photo ops, and charity speeches, some pageants were allegedly being used to recruit women for private escort arrangements. And according to her, Erica Kirk was the one organizing it. What's worse, there's now footage that's been circulating of someone sounding like Erica organizing underage girls for Epstein. And as y'all know, Erica has been tied to multiple trafficking scandals, with many of them being linked directly to Epstein and underground Romanian trafficking channels. And the former Miss USA who's speaking out didn't just drop vague accusations either. She claims she watched how certain girls were approached backstage, how private after parties were arranged, and how Erica's name kept coming up whenever the money and travel offers were involved. But the moment she started explaining how the recruiting allegedly worked backstage, it got a lot darker.
We allegedly have Erica Kirk on wiretap audio, supposedly scheduling underage girls for Jeffrey Epstein. There's a leaked Department of Justice wiretap audio.
Before this former Miss USA started naming names, something else happened that pushed Erica Kirk back into the spotlight. A wave of old audition tapes from Erica's early pageant and reality TV days suddenly started resurfacing online. And once people started watching them back, with everything that's being alleged now, the clips started hitting very differently.
I've been to Romania and teamed up with the Marine Corps to open up and sustain an orphanage with 75 beautiful children. And that's called Romanian Angels through my nonprofit Everyday Heroes Like You.
But the clip that people kept replaying is this one where Erica is auditioning for House of DVF, the fashion reality competition created by legendary designer Diane von Furstenberg. And the way Erica presents herself in that audition caught people's attention immediately. She openly admits she never went to fashion school. She even says she doesn't really know how to sew. Instead of trying to pretend she's some experienced fashion insider, Erica leans into something else completely. She says she's extremely trainable and adaptable. Basically, the type of person who can be molded into whatever role someone needs.
Just career-wise to be able to take on this type of endeavor. And I feel like I have something very unique to offer this whole experience in general. Like I said, I'm very coachable, I'm very trainable.
Then she drops a line that viewers online immediately zoomed in on. Erica says she's the type of person who can pack her bags and jump on a plane within 30 minutes.
And I'm the type of person that I don't need all the time in the world to get ready. If you say you got to be on a plane in a half hour and you have to pack your stuff and go, I'm on it. I'm kind of like a gypsy. I don't mind living out of a suitcase. I'm used to it, and that's something that I'm okay with. So traveling, I love it.
At the time, it probably sounded like she was just trying to show producers she was flexible and ready for opportunities. But watching that clip back now, people started tying it to something else entirely. Because the kind of flexibility Erica was trying to sell is exactly what people who work in these escort businesses need. On top of that, Diane von Furstenberg has long been connected to extremely elite social circles that overlap with powerful political, business, and celebrity networks. And more importantly, her son, Alexander von Furstenberg, appears inside Jeffrey Epstein's infamous Little Black Book. Even more uncomfortable, photographs from the mid-2000s show Ghislaine Maxwell attending DVF fashion events during the exact years Epstein's social network was operating in elite spaces like Manhattan and Palm Beach. So when people started replaying Erica's audition and hearing her casually talk about being ready to jump on a plane at a moment's notice, it suddenly didn't sound like a normal reality TV pitch anymore. So once Erica finally broke into those pageant and modeling spaces, people now believe that's when everything allegedly started taking shape. And recently, Candace Owens tried to connect those dots in a way that pushed this entire story into a much darker direction. In a post on X, Candace claimed that more people had come forward about Erica's activities inside the modeling world. She specifically referenced Erica's connection to Next Model Management, writing, "More people have come forward regarding what specifically Erica Kirk was doing at Next Model Management in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit in New York. I now hold the position that it is utterly immoral to defend Erica Kirk. These are questions that demand answers." Candace didn't just drop that line on social media and move on. She expanded on the theory in a recent episode of her investigative series about Erica called Bride of Charlie. In that episode, Candace started digging into Erica's links to Next Model Management, a major modeling agency that was co-founded by Jeffrey Epstein's close associate, Faith Cates.
Well, what we can now confirm, and these are eyewitness accounts specifically, that they recall Erica because she was taking meetings at the office, and those offices were pertaining to real estate. Real estate for the models that were coming from Eastern Europe, who were being packed like sardines into apartment buildings. Now,
according to Candace, that connection could
Sardines, like sardines.
potentially explain how Erica allegedly gained access to a steady
Probably in the building that Lexter gave to Epstein because they were sucking each other off. And that way he could use that to hoard, to imprison these poor victims.
stream of young models and pageant contestants. The
Had a huge building in Manhattan. It was Lexter's that Epstein let him use. He let Epstein use.
exact type of women wealthy clients were known to request in elite social circles. But here's what makes that worse. People now believe that Erica's time abroad, specifically her time in Romania, is when her export operation started. And that's where another strange detail starts popping up. The Epstein files contain hundreds of references to Romania, including mentions of young girls being brought from there. Then newly
More than 800 times.
unsealed documents from lawsuits connected to Epstein revealed something else entirely.
But Scam Blondie will be like, what are you talking about? And Trump, the Dow was at 50,000. It's at zero now, but we had a peak of 50,000. A peak. It was hyperbolic, up and down.
Financial records tied to Epstein's foundation show that a $30,000 payment was sent to a Romanian bank account through a foundation associated with Epstein himself. Now, there's no direct evidence linking that specific payment to Erica, but when you consider the rumors that Erica allegedly had to close the orphanage because Romanian authorities caught on to the absurdly high number of children that went missing via the orphanage, it starts to look a lot scarier. But then the story took a turn that pushed these accusations into an entirely different level of controversy. Recently, a leaked audio recording started circulating online that pulled Erica's name into the conversation again. The recording is allegedly a taped phone call involving an Epstein survivor speaking with a known recruiter connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein. In the recording, you can hear a young girl speaking on the phone while federal agents coach her before and after the call. The girl is clearly acting as an informant, trying to get the person on the other end to explain how the arrangement works. And the conversation itself is disturbing. At one point, the person on the phone tells the girl that the more encounters she agrees to, the more money she'll receive. The person also explains that she's responsible for putting together the girl's schedule.
I don't really work for him like that. I just bring girls to him and they work for him.
I don't really work for him like that. I just bring girls to him and they work for him. And then, you know, if they want more money, they ask what they can do to make more money. Just ask, what can I do to make more money? What kind of shit is that? Come on, man. She's a pimp.
So you're gonna talk to him.
You're gonna have to talk to him about it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. When you work for him,
I'll bring you in. You can ask.
I'll bring you in and you can ask him before you work.
Like, what can I do?
Like, what can I do to make more money? You want me to, want me to blow you? I can take it up the ass. I mean, what do you put on a fucking nurse outfit? What are we talking over here? Bark like a dog? The more you do, the more you get paid.
Then the call gets even darker. The informant mentions that she could bring her sister along so the person arranging the meetings could earn even more money.
Want me to bring my sister for you so that you could get paid more or something? What the fuck? Or how much?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm working tomorrow, and me and him are going to put a schedule together for you and your sister. So I'll call you tomorrow when I leave Jeffrey with the schedule.
And now some people online have started claiming.
Call you
so I'll
tomorrow when I leave Jeffrey.
When I leave Jeffrey with the schedule. Jeffrey.
And now some people online have started claiming that the voice on the recording sounds exactly like Erica Kirk, and it's the smoking gun that captures Erica arranging girls for Epstein's operation. Now, investigators and reporters who have examined the recording have long said the voice actually belongs to Haley Robson, a recruiter who was already identified years ago. But even with that clarification, the speculation about it being undeniably Erica still hasn't fully died down. Because once all of these clips, allegations, and theories started circulating at the same time, the backlash toward Erica exploded almost overnight. People who had supported Erica publicly for years started pulling back, and the comment sections under videos discussing the situation turned brutal almost instantly. One person wrote, "I'm so disgusted at this point. I would like a statement from Turning Point USA and Erica Kirk." Another comment that went viral showed just how convinced some viewers had become after hearing the leaked recording. "This is crazy. Even if you hadn't mentioned her name, I would have heard this and immediately said, 'That's Erica Kirk.' There is no denying this." Reactions like that started piling up across YouTube, X, and Reddit threads. And in Erica's case, the reaction kept growing instead of cooling down, because every time someone tried to defend her, another clip, another screenshot, or another
effect every time.
Their old connection would resurface and start the debate all over again. So even people who initially pushed back against the accusations found themselves struggling to explain why so many things didn't add up. Now, the one argument people keep using to dismiss the audio theory is the timeline. Erica's supporters keep insisting that she couldn't possibly be the person on that recording tied to Jeffrey Epstein's network because she would have been too young at the time. The problem is, when people started looking at the timeline more closely, that explanation didn't really hold up, because Erica would have been about 17 years old during that period. And as you guys probably know, that's the exact same age when she and her mother reportedly started the Romanian Angels Orphanage project, after which Erica entered the pageant world full force. Add that to the fact that Candace Owens exposed Erica for lying about her age, and the timeline starts looking very neat. Erica could have been 20 at the time of that recording, for all anyone knows. And get this, just a few years later, another disturbing situation surfaced. Leaked text messages allegedly showed Erica, at 25, sending suggestive messages to a girl named Jillian. In those texts, she complimented the girl's eyes, lips, and skin, messages that eventually crossed into territory. And that moment changed the way people looked at everything else. Because if Erica was already communicating like that with girls 10 years younger than her, then some people believe it suggests she may have been surrounding herself with younger girls much earlier, which means this didn't start in pageants. It was already in motion before anyone was paying attention.
Again, who gives a fuck, right? Yeah, it's true. They look like mother-daughter succubuses. Yeah. The problem is her demons would be afraid of me. Interesting. So how you doing, Bub Scat? Yeah, I'm pretty fucking pissed off because the fucking loser mobile mechanic that was supposed to come over yesterday didn't show up and didn't even answer the phone, a text or nothing, dude. It's like he's dead or something. He better be fucking dead. I waited a whole extra week for that fucking retard. I want my fucking shit rolling, man. What the fuck? God damn, it's so annoying. J.D. Vance and Erica Kirk's siblings. Oh no! I mean, not the way she was grabbing that neck. Don't be ridiculous. But again, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I have no fucking clue. But no, I doubt it. Oh man, I gotta take a whiz, man. Damn it, I need to take a leak. Okay. Shh. Oh yeah, I don't know. Kissing cousins, man. Why? Why are they related, man? Dude, what makes me think they're related, bro? Why would they be? That's insane. Dude, like it's like she likes the dude. She's not gonna like her brother. Plus, she likes girls. She likes girls, probably. Women, girls, whatever. All right, I gotta see here.
In this island, the elites can break every law and walk away completely untouched. For a hefty fee, they can literally do the unthinkable to anyone they desire, and the authorities will make it disappear. A place where innocent people become a part of the attraction. While this sounds exactly like the story surfacing in the released documents right now, it is actually the plot of the movie Infinity Pool. This film reveals the mechanics of invincibility and exactly how the system is designed so they can always get away with it. It also tells us about a technology the elite might already have. Today, we are decoding Infinity Pool to reveal the dark secrets it tells us about the island. Infinity Pool follows James, a struggling writer visiting an isolated high-security resort in a third-world country. The island is heavily guarded, and the guests are warned that crossing the resort walls is a death sentence. But when a wealthy couple claiming to be fans lures James and his wife into a dead zone outside the gates, they break the only rule. The adventure instantly turns from paradise to nightmare when James hits a local man with his car. Instead of calling for help, the couple convinces him to flee the scene. When the authorities eventually track him down, the punishment is death, but James is offered another solution. In this country, money buys a biological double, an exact clone that takes your place for the execution. James agrees, watching from the sidelines as his own flesh and blood is sacrificed for his freedom. But instead of leaving the island, he is drawn deeper into a shadow group of tourists who treat the island as a playground for the unthinkable. Knowing their wealth makes them literally invincible. This movie appears to be a cinematic recreation of the information surfacing in the 2026 files regarding the disgraced financier's operation. Just like the resort in Infinity Pool, his system was a rule-free paradise where guests could indulge in the unthinkable. He ensured his powerful inner circle never faced consequences, using money, favors, or blackmail to make the evidence vanish. In the film, the authorities work directly with the criminals to facilitate the cover-up, and many feel we are watching this exact scenario play out in real time today. While the public knows who's guilty, the system forces us to accept a manufactured narrative to protect the elite. This movie takes us to the ultimate extreme, the ability to literally buy a biological clone to take the blame. Now, while some see this as a simple analogy for the rich buying their way out of trouble, it points to a much darker possibility in the real world. I'm not talking about the Hollywood celebrity cloning theories often discussed online. I'm talking about the use of body doubles and exit strategies for the 1% of the 1%. Take the financier's death, for example. There is a persistent theory that he never died in that cell. Instead of the reported ending, many believe powerful associates used a body double or a dummy to stage the incident, allowing him to flee the country. Considering what was recently revealed about the authorities using a prop body when moving him, this is no longer far-fetched. A man with that much leverage kept an insurance policy, a kill switch. If he goes down, they all go down. That gives the elite every reason to keep him alive and replace him with a double. In a world where they have access to the most advanced technology on Earth, a different solution like the one in
Again, we already know that the guy they tried to pawn off as Epstein had a what do you call it? That Epstein wasn't supposed to have. Stop. And the fact that they changed out Ghislaine Maxwell clearly changed her out. They changed them both out. Okay, it's obvious. Don't be stupid.
Infinity Pool makes perfect sense. One of the most revealing moments in Infinity Pool.
They're agents of Rothschild. That's how high they go. They're not gonna fucking, you know what I mean?
Pool is the ritual mass scene. When these wealthy tourists prepare to enter the dead zones, they don't just hide their faces, they transform. It's a direct callback to the ballroom ritual in Eyes Wide Shut. If you want to see more about that, make sure to watch this video after this one. This isn't just about protecting an identity, it's about detachment. The mask allows the public figure to vanish, so the monster underneath can take over. In the movie, the mask isn't used because they're afraid of being caught.
Monsters like Trump and all of them.
It's used because it gives them the psychological.
Imagine Hegseth with one of these masks on, raping the fucking. All of them fucking going nuts on these fucking.
Pass to commit the unthinkable.
There's number one. Fucking nuts.
Then there's the title itself, Infinity Pool. It's the ultimate metaphor for the elite's perspective. An Infinity Pool.
Imagine the entire Trump admin wearing reindeer fucking horn masks, fucking going at it at Mar-a-Lago at the late night fucking Diddy party. Freak off. Yeah, a Trump freak off. Trump, an Epstein freak off. A Trump/Epstein freak off.
The illusion of water going on forever with no edges and no drop off. For those on the island, this represents infinite freedom. They believe their wealth has removed the edges of the world, no borders, no laws, and no consequences. But as the movie shows, that's a trap. Because even when you think the pool is infinite, the system has a way of closing in on you the second you become a liability to the group. Most importantly, look at the foreign tourist protocol. In the film, the different solution is strictly for wealthy outsiders. While the local population is subject to brutal primitive laws, the tourists can run amok because they have the ultimate safety net, the clone. In Infinity Pool, money buys a biological double that takes the fall for your crimes. It shows us how they use a clone to escape prison and watch their own double be executed. But what's fascinating is that there's another movie that has an eerily similar story. While Infinity Pool shows us how they use clones for their freedom,
Yeah, I already showed you the island years ago.
This film reveals the horrifying possibility of how they use them for their immortality. Released in 2005, Michael Bay's The Island presents a world where the elite have moved past simple legal immunity into the realm of biological immortality. The film is set in a high-tech underground facility where hundreds of people live highly controlled lives. They are told the outside world has been contaminated and that their only hope is to win a lottery to go to the island, the last remaining paradise on Earth. But the reality is far more sinister. These people aren't survivors, they're an insurance policy. They're high-priced clones, exact biological matches for the world's wealthiest sponsors. When
they win the lottery, yeah, that's when it's not a good thing for them.
a sponsor needs a new liver, a heart, or
I think it is though. The clones do.
even a surrogate to carry a child, their clone is harvested and the lottery win is revealed to be a death sentence. Now, while I'm not necessarily saying we have underground cloning facilities operational today, look at the logical parallels to the movie we see in the 2026 reports. This monster filled this island with innocent victims so his associates could let loose and feel alive. He offered them something no one else could, an escape. But the escape was powered by the poor souls who were tricked onto the island, just like the clones in the movie. These people were...
They took advantage of the poor people, the broke people in down South Florida there. I grew up in Florida, but that's where I'm from. But it's further north, more middle, central East Coast. This is further way down south with all the nut jobs.
Promise modeling careers or a better life, only to be used as a resource for a powerful individual. In the movie, the clones are treated as nothing more than body parts. On the financier's island, the victims were treated with the same level of cold dehumanization. Their lives meant nothing to the elite because in their eyes, they were less than human. They weren't people. They were just a different solution to the elite's boredom and darkness. While the 2026 files hasn't confirmed cloning labs on the island, they do reveal a massive interest in private medical experimentation. The unsealed documents detail the financier's obsession with his New Mexico property, the Zorro Ranch, and his plans to seed the human race with his own DNA. This shows a level of private medical ambition rarely seen in the public eye. If a different solution like the one in Infinity...
Check out, gander this too, by the way. The new owners of the Zorro Ranch are all tied in with this medical clone. I don't know about cloning, but cult behavior, medical based on
Infinity Pool or the island were to exist. These are the exact types of isolated, high-security dead zones where that research would be conducted.
Owner of the Zorro Ranch better be watched closer than Epstein because it's the same fucking shit.
Far away from public oversight.
Of course, they'll get the old leave them alone, they're intel or some fucking shit.
I want to be clear. I'm not necessarily saying this technology is fully operational or sitting in a lab right now, but let's look at the logic. If this type of advanced cloning were to exist, who would be the ones holding the keys? It wouldn't be a public corporation or a government agency subject to oversight. It would be a biological monopoly held strictly by the 1% of the 1%. This is technology that would require billions in black budget funding and absolute secrecy, the kind of isolation you only
Like DARPA?
find in a dead zone or a private island. The elite wouldn't want this tech to be public because it would ruin the purpose of owning it. They would want it as their private insurance policy, a tech that only they are worthy of possessing. In Infinity Pool, the clones are used to bypass the law, a get out of jail free card for the untouchables. But the island
Just don't harm anybody, and you don't need a clone.
takes this theoretical monopoly
I just solved everything. Don't harm anyone, and you don't need a fucking clone, you fucking pedophile murdering fucks.
to a much darker level. In the film, they aren't just cloning themselves to escape a prison cell. They are cloning themselves to escape death. They treat these clones as biological spare parts, kept in a controlled environment until a heart, a lung, or a liver is needed for the original. I believe if this technology existed, this is exactly how it would be used. A system to live forever while the rest of the world follows the rules. The elite have always been
Man, you don't want to live here forever, man. Come on, man.
obsessed with living forever. As we saw in my The Beauty Breakdown, the elite poured billions of dollars into achieving just that.
That's like saying I never want to wake up from a dream. That's like saying I never want to wake up from a dream. That's how dumb what he just said. He doesn't even understand anything here.
More often than people realize, the reality is revealed in plain sight. While I'm not saying these films were directly made about his evil or his operation, I know these movies are funded by men just like him, elites who take enjoyment in mocking the masses. When we look at movies like Infinity Pool and The Island, we aren't.
Why do we call it Hollywood? They brag about owning everything, and then if you notice it, you're, antiseptic.
We're just looking at entertainment. We are looking at the reenactment of a world they are working so hard to establish. We've seen the dead zones in the 2026 documents, those isolated pockets of the world where the law stops at the front gate. These are the places where the elite can afford a different solution. In Infinity Pool, that solution was a biological double to take the fall in a courtroom. In The Island, it was a clone for spare parts. Whether it is legal immunity or biological immortality, the goal is the same. The elite want to play God. They don't want to live by the same rules that we live by. Think about the cloning technology.
Are they even human though? Or they're so anti-human? Like, are they even human though? I mean, have they been taken over from the inside, and you can't tell that they've been taken over? Isn't it like the invasion of the body snatchers over here?
Technology. If the technology for cloning or high-level life extension were to exist, it would never be for us. It would be the ultimate insurance policy for the.
Yes, they literally made a movie back in the day called The Body Snatchers. Check that shit out. It's nuts.
1% of the 1%. They don't want to live alongside the rest of humanity. They want to transcend the very rules that govern the rest of us. That is exactly why we hear of these circles having no issues doing the unthinkable to innocent souls. They believe their money and status has made them gods, and we are nothing but their servants. The 2026 files from the
you're a dumb goyim. It's their religion said that.
Flight logs to the seating plan.
You're a fucking retard because some fucking pedophile wrote down some shit.
At Zorro Ranch show us a mindset obsessed with legacy and control at a cellular level. It is a dual-track reality. For the public, there are rules, laws, and finite lifespans. For those in those exclusive circles, there is only the infinite pool, a place where the water goes on forever, and the edges of the world simply do not
Infinity Pool
exist. The question we have to ask ourselves is simple. Are we watching cinematic fantasy, or are we watching the manual for how they intend to stay untouchable forever? I want to know what you think. Are these nothing but movies, or are these stories telling us what is coming? Because to me, these films have been revealing exactly what happens behind the scenes. It's just like we saw in the movie Ready or Not, where the elite literally sacrifice a new family member to keep an ancient pact alive. If you want to see a breakdown on the movie that completely exposed the elite, watch this video right now. For more content that goes a step further without censorship, check out my Patreon for over 60 exclusive videos not available on here. And if
God damn, all right, relax. Jesus, what is this fucking sales day? Oh, I don't know, man. It's not even a part, man. He should be able to just. I got it top dead center. I don't know what it is, dude. It's some mechanic trick bullshit, dude. I got everything put back together exactly the way it was. What's up, Jay Hardcore, Bub's Cat, about us? I guess nobody else really cares. Oh, but they will care. Everybody's gonna care soon. Oh, you're all gonna fucking care. I mean, look at that already. Yeah, that's a good dog right there, man. I can't fucking believe that dog, man. How good that dog is, bro. Like, it just came out of the woods. The best dog in the world just showed up out of the woods, lived around the house circling it for about a week. I started feeding him, you know, pieces of meat and stuff like that. And then the next thing you know, he's letting me pet him. Next thing you know, he's on the fucking front porch, and he won't come in worth a shit, but you could sit down in the chair and he'll let you pet him. And then eventually, for a while, it took a while, but it was really, really cold, and I knew it was going to be cold, and I knew it's been a long time, and he finally came in and started trusting me. After that, he thought I was going to trap him in here or some shit. I don't know. Who knows? But now that dog, man, it is overprotective is all I can say. My friend comes over and he won't even let he won't even let me pet any other dog. He won't let me. He'll attack the dog. Not attack, but I didn't do it because I knew what was going to happen. You could tell he snipped at him when I went to pet him. So I was like, whoa, my bad. Yeah, he's real protective and yeah. Jealous. I can't even pet another dog. What's that about? My neighbor's dog, he's a good dog. His name is Chaos. Named his dog Chaos because he knew that puppy was going to be chaotic. I thought that was kind of funny right here.
Ring.
Plug me in, that's what I'm for.
With this ring.
Plug me in, that's what I'm
With this ring.
That is fucking funny, dude. You got it. That is fucking funny. That is so funny. Oh. So, this is a real image that is found in the Epstein files. One of the strangest documents in the Epstein files.
in the Epstein files. Don't believe me? Watch. There I go. This is a real image that is found in the Epstein files. Don't believe me? Watch. There I go. There's the file number. You can legit look it up yourself. Now, this is clearly a photoshopped image on Trump's head, and it's in reference to this, a hat that Princess Beatrice wore once that went extremely viral. Now, I think it's worth mentioning that Beatrice's 18th birthday party.
I think it's worth mentioning her eyes look like they're popped out of her fucking head, like she's seen something like you can't believe it. Like it's nuts when you look at her eyes.
She was still actually only 17.
Her eyes are like, I have seen some shit, man. I have seen some baby sacrificing shit, man.
Years old. And Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Harvey Weinstein were all at that birthday party. She's 17 years old. Now, that has nothing to do with Trump, but I think just worth notating. Now, what's the actual reference? We have no idea. Who is the image from? We have no idea. Why is this image in the file? We have no idea. Yeah. But you know your boy. Uncle Jay is going to dig. I'll find the connection, and you know you'll be the first to know. This is a real image that is found in the Epstein files.
That's weird, eh? Tell me that don't fucking look weird.
So he says, what you need to do is you need to start studying. The occult.
There's nothing.
So he says, what you need to do is you need to start studying.
There is nothing more to controlling demons than to do good and fear nothing.
The occult. And this is a priest telling me this.
When you hear the word occult, what does that make you think of?
It means hidden, concealed.
You might imagine people in dark robes and masks, doing strange rituals and chanting in a circle, like this scene from the movie Eyes Wide Shut.
I mean, this paints a picture, which is, it's Eyes Wide Shut, literally.
Eyes Wide Shut is the documentary. Like, this is real life.
I have this sense that there are very powerful secret societies operating today, and we don't really know or understand them.
And for a lot of people, just hearing the word occult makes them instantly think of Satan.
People don't even understand that they even exist in the first place. They don't even understand it. They think it's a conspiracy theory.
So it probably doesn't make you think of going to church. And yet, think of what happens at a Catholic Mass. There's a priest standing at an altar with wine and some small pieces of bread. And then he starts to reenact what Jesus did at the Last Supper, the night before he was crucified. Do this in memory of me. He takes the bread and says, "This is my body." He takes the wine and says, "This is the blood of my covenant." And from here he says a prayer, a kind of incantation that calls on the power of the Holy Spirit. It's an invisible force of the divine, and by the time he's done, the bread and the wine have now become the blood and flesh of Jesus Christ. Now here's where...
But let me explain to you. In the Bible, it's talking about the fucking sun. Because it's all astrological. Every year, the shortest day of the year, in the Crux constellation of the sky, the sun dies every year in the same area of the sky called the Crux constellation. So the sun dies on the cross. It's buried for 3 days, and then it starts going back the other way, where the days start getting, where the days stop getting shorter, or the nights stop getting longer, and then actually the days start getting, begin to grow, get longer again. That's what it is celebrating, because what comes in the clouds, the sun comes in the clouds. What walks on the water? People don't walk on the water. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. The sun's reflection walks on the water.
Things get a little strange. In the Catholic and Orthodox Church, they're not just saying that the change is symbolic, they're saying that the change is real, literally.
The sun is born again every year and every day, by the way. It's born again. And the sun is, it's on the 25th of December after the 3 days, the days start getting longer.
It's called the doctrine of
every year. The same. These are children's stories for the children of the old world, so they understand the world they live in when they came in.
Substantiation. And what it means is that even though the bread and the wine look exactly the same as they did before,
but they had to change it into a real dude, because if you understood your world, you would think you wouldn't be able to fall for this. I'm on a ball flying through space. I'm on a spaceship and some mentally ill shit.
the substance of it is now totally
Spaceship Earth. You wouldn't be able to fall for Spaceship Earth.
different. It is now the real body and blood of Christ. Now, to anybody outside the church, this seems very occult, doesn't it? Because let's look at what the word occult means. It comes from the Latin word occultus, which means hidden or concealed. And specifically, it has to do with the things that are hidden from sight, the things we can't see. And so because the church says that this transformation is invisible, you can't see it or touch it or feel it happening,
esoteric.
It is by definition an occult ritual. And yet most people don't think of it that way. Why? We like to imagine that there's a clear separation between religion on one hand and the occult on the other. But does that distinction really hold up? Dr. Richard Spence is a professor emeritus and historian of the occult and secret societies. And he points out that religions are really just approved forms of the occult. Because the basic idea in occultism is that the things we see and experience in the world are just one very small part of a much bigger reality. There's a whole world beyond us that's totally hidden. And so when you look at what most religious rituals are, they're really techniques that people have come up with to try to tap into this hidden world. And whether it's through prayer or meditation or trance states, what they're trying to do is access this higher plane so that they can then use it to influence what's happening here in our world.
Yeesh.
Now, if all of this sounds crazy to you, consider the fact that it's not just religious groups that are doing this. It's also some of the most powerful and influential people in the world. Take, for example, Bohemian Grove. It's a private campground in Monte Rio, California, that belongs to a gentleman's club known as
And the Nixon said that's the faggiest place he's ever been.
the Bohemian Club. It's very exclusive, and its members have included wealthy and powerful people like Henry Kissinger, Ronald Reagan, and George Bush.
Well, they've all been members of the exclusive all-male Bohemian Club in California.
Now, what you're looking at,
All male. They call it a stag party. Fag party.
is real
They call it a fag party.
footage of Bohemian Grove. This is a ritual that happens there once a year. It's called the cremation of care. Here, the members put on robes and meet at the bottom of a huge 40-foot owl made of stone. They stand by an altar, and then they take an effigy that's been shaped to look like a human being, and then they light it on fire. And as it burns, the night is
Oh, you got these retards over here worshiping Baal, retards over here worshiping fucking Moloch, or it's ridiculous.
filled with chanting and music. Now, to anybody watching this, it looks like a mock human sacrifice.
Again, you got different groups of retards worshiping different entities in different locations and shit.
The question is, why are they doing it? What's the purpose of the ritual? Because whatever you think about what's going on here, what they're doing is very clearly a ritual. Well, the official explanation is that they're just being silly and having fun. They say that this is how they kick off their 2-week camp
You think you're so fucking dumb too. Yeah, they do. They literally have no respect for you.
retreat. The burning effigy is supposed to symbolize dull care. So when they burn it, it symbolizes this idea that they're now leaving all their worries behind. And that ties in with their motto, weaving spiders come not here, which means that they're not supposed to talk about business or politics or anything else that could spoil their fun. And yet we know that at least some serious talks do happen there. like in September of 1942, when there was a planning meeting at the Grove to talk about what became the Manhattan Project. Reportedly, it included scientists like J. Robert Oppenheimer, military officials, and other important leaders. We also know that this is what led to the development of the atomic bomb. And so the questions have really only...
You know, again, they pretended to have all these nukes and whatnot and atomic bombs and all this shit, but all the evidence proves that they were firebombed. Nagasaki and Hiroshima were firebombed, not bombed. It's a psychological operation to sell you the idea that there's nukes.
Intensified over time. Because why do they wear robes? Why is the burning effigy shaped like a human being? And why does it look like they're sacrificing it to a giant owl? Now, it's not just Bohemian Grove. Dr. Spence's work suggests that there's a pattern where we find many secret societies all throughout history, and a lot of them seem to be involved in the occult, like this group. This is Skull and Bones, also known as Order.
Okay, right here. Let's see. We're gonna have to take a quick break, real quick, because I got to change the. I gotta turn the generator off. I left it on way too long. I'm burning up my fucking gas, man. It's already charged. Fuck me. Take a break. Go get a cup of coffee and whatnot, and come back here. I'll be right back, and we'll get back to this shit. There we go. What's going on here? Are we back? Oh, well, looks like we lost everybody. But that's okay. Nobody's interested. I get it. I'll see you guys later then. Fuck it.